Hello, my name is Anthony Furden, and I will be playtesting Wicked Link's Under the Surface game. This is the first time I've played this game, so you will get a fresh pair of eyes on this for this gameplay. Very cool, I like it. We're going to turn down the music and everything else just so that we can make sure you can hear me through the game. Saw that you wanted to make sure that I got your stuff propped up here, so I make sure I do anything or everything you want me to do. AI behavior should, according to how to play. The goal is to get the portal at the start to open back up so you can leave. To do this, you must navigate the maze. Okay, very good. WASD to move around. Switch active ability with right mouse. Activate current ability with left mouse. F for toggle flashlight, enter, interact. Very good. Oh my. A lot going on here. Alright, well, as we know, we don't like to read. Let's see, increase your sprint movements. As you progress, new visible might be added to your ability list when requiring. Alright, here, this is what we wanted. Blue turns invisible when out of range and shoot projectiles that slow your movement. Patrols a specific area and follows a set path. Speeds up when they spot you, make them harder to escape. Always knows your location, actively hunts you. Uh-oh. Let's give it a shot. Let's give the old college try here. Okay. Turn off my flashlight. I should have read to see if there's a reason to turn it off. I think you said I can pause, right? How do I pause? Escape? Yeah. Is there a reason to turn my flashlight off? This turns it off. It doesn't say that there's a reason to turn it off, so if there's no reason to turn it off, just for fun then? Idea. Uh-oh. Do I just run away? Crap. What are these? Oh! Alright. Ghost trap. Okay, that's what I want. Yeah. What's that do? See you, sucker. Okay. Uh-oh. How often can I use that? Okay. Well, right off the bat, I can see your, Okay, never mind, that's... I like the, animations you got. Uh-oh. Yep, trap. Stay there, big dog. I can see that the animation at the top right, oh, very good, is, kind of overlapping for a second. I don't know if you can, when the animation plays, you know, I'm sure you can set up an animation in the widget. What's this do? Oh, come on. You could probably just set up an animation in that widget that, God, I keep cutting myself off. Oh, wrong one. Here we go. Just set up an animation in the widget that has it kind of pop forward and then pop back. I don't know how you have it set up right now to where it's like overlapping with itself. I don't know if you're like spawning another one on top, and that's why we get that like overlapping there, but you for sure could just add a widget animation inside. I think I'm being chased. You could definitely just add an animation in that widget to have it do that, so you can still get the results. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. That's cool. Oh shit. Oh, I have a new mode. I didn't even know I had a new. I didn't even know I had a new mode. You might want to I think I missed that somehow. Can I use my abilities as much as I want to? That's cool. Does the slowdown work for him? Yeah, I would say for certain, instead of having everything, everything in the, how to play, for sure you need to have some sort of like IPM, like in that first area with the first ability, you know, maybe just have them start off with one ability and, you know, have them test it and show them how to use it. And then when I get into this room, give me the speed where I have to get away from this guy. You know, I like the sound effects, those work well. But, you know, I don't want to have to, as soon as I pick up your game, I don't want to have to sit there and read through pages and pages of text just to figure out what to do at the very beginning, which is pretty simple, but I would think definitely would help to just let us slowly get introduced to all these abilities, because they're very cool and they work, but there's a lot going on. I don't like these traps that just get activated. Okay, so you can just run over them at first. Oh, they can't go over them. That's good to know. But yeah, there's quite a bit of reading right from the rip on how to just play real quick, and you know, obviously people aren't gonna like that. So I would definitely come up with, you know, I know we don't have, because that was one of the things that we had issues with ours was, you know, like, we got 10 minutes. We don't have a full game to be like able to slowly show them all the ropes. But, you know, there's definitely some wiggle room here where you could slowly show them all the abilities, especially since they're getting introduced over time. And I'm pretty sure I didn't even know, I don't even know how I got the slowdown one. I'll pay attention a little bit more to see if it does tell me to get it, but if it doesn't, slow down. I don't even know how the slowdown works, to be honest with you. I don't know how that works, though. Let me try the slowdown one. So does that just work on anyone that's around me? Or does that work on all enemies? Again, to figure it out, though, I have to quit playing the game. Oh. Go through the menus here. Just to, and then it doesn't even tell me, it only tells me this, which again I'm sure it's because, you know, a lot of text, you know, and I got to go through pages and pages of text to know, and then with all that text I still don't even, I'm not sure how this this slowdown works, so definitely need some sort of IPM where, like, just have some widget pop up when they first enter a level and be like, hey, here's a new ability, test it out, this is how it works. Oh man, The mini-map, definitely good. I will say, though, that I kind of forget about it most of the time. Let me start using some of these abilities a little bit more. I definitely forget about it, but it is very helpful when I'm like, oh, where is the last, like, little orb at? So I would definitely keep it. I don't think it's by any means like a distraction. You just sit there, huh? But like I said, like right now I'm like, oh, where are those orbs? The mini-map for sure is a lot better than forcing the player to like, oh, well, guess what? You're just gonna have to explore, you know? So loving the mini-map. So far it doesn't feel... Yeah, so see, now I can kind of see where I get that snail power from. Okay, so it does. It says not ready. Oh, he just appeared out of nowhere. So see, yeah, now I have a new ability, but I had no idea that I got it. I don't know how to use it. I for sure would recommend... Oh, even missed a couple here. I would recommend some sort of letting the player know, hey, guess what? You just got a cool new ability. Whoa! Okay, I remember him. I can't see. Yeah, but definitely I need to know that I just got access to a new ability. I need to know how it works. These spike traps, kind of annoying. If that's what you're going for, then you succeeded. You know, we have stuff in our game that, you know, is meant to be kind of a hindrance. So I'm just kind of like gonna let you know how I feel while I'm doing it, and I hate the spike traps. So I'm not saying that's a bad thing, just saying if that's what you're going for, you succeeded for sure. The screaming and stuff for the ghosts I like, but I think it might be happening a little too often because I just now heard my ability come back, and I was wondering this whole time, like, oh, do I get to know when I get my ability? And you have the player feedback there, but you have a lot of other stuff going on. You have a lot of other stuff going on, so it kind of ends up getting pushed back into like the foreground and forgotten when, you know, there's work here that was put in to let me know that I have abilities, but I'm not getting to hear that ability. This guy needs to cool his jets. He's on me now. He's on me now. He's on me now. There we go. Perfect. Balancing wise, I think it feels good. I'm kind of getting the hang of it with that blue guy now too. I forgot that you can only see him once he's nearby. Missing a couple here. I need to find them. Oh, see, come on now. Okay, I would say the spikes probably stay up way too long, especially when these tight corridors. I mean, it's kind of hard to get around the ghost in most parts. Like this area is pretty open, so like even when he's coming at me, wherever he is, I can dodge, or you know, you got a lot of turnaround here, and I know it should get more difficult. But when I get, I don't know if it's the right move or not, but I think to me right off the bat, you know, you played this a lot more. Somebody that's never played this, which is me, spikes, in my opinion, seem to be staying up a little too long. Like I get it, like make it a hindrance, make me like, because you know we're wanting to keep that like fear factor going. You know, like, oh, I hope they don't catch me, but if I just get stuck up against a wall because of spikes, then, you know, that kind of goes away, and then I kind of get more annoyed than on edge of like, oh, I hope I don't get caught, you know, because you're wanting them to constantly be in the moment of not getting caught, but then the moment I get caught, then, you know, that feeling's gone. So, you know, just some advice there. Maybe I think these need to be Because, I mean, this whole time I'm just sitting there. I'm not enjoying the game. I'm just waiting for the spikes to go down. So my recommendation, I don't know what they're on, but like what seconds, how many seconds they're up, but I would definitely bring it down by maybe half, a third at minimum, just so that I can keep playing your game and I'm not stopped by, you know, a trap. I don't think they need to be gotten rid of forever, but I do like that they at least stopped them. If they didn't stop them, I would say that would be absolutely overpowered, but let's see. Go this way. There's more over here that I haven't grabbed. Yeah, unless like they're screaming because they seen me, which maybe that is the case. But like, I don't think anybody's seen me right there. But then I'm getting screamed at, and I get it like for like the ambiance and the aesthetic, you know, to get that like fear in there. But at some point it just becomes at some point that you lose that, you know what I mean? Less is more, I would think, in this scenario with this sound effect. Because, you know, if I'm hearing that all the time, eventually I'm just getting used to it and I'm no longer scared by it anymore. Woohoo, gotcha, sucker. Oh, not him, I didn't. You know, and so now I'm no longer scared of that sound anymore. It's more of like, now it's just like it's almost like an ambient sound that's in the background that I just hear all the time. So definitely bring it down a little bit on that, because it's also interfering with all your other sound effects. How many lives do I have? I have 4. I've only died once. I think I'm doing pretty good. Oh, is that what that next unlock is right there? That 46%? Okay, that's what's telling me. But again, here I am 17 minutes in, and I'm just kind of figuring that out. So is that a me thing? Is that a game thing? I don't know. I'm glad that it's there, though. So now at least I have that. But again, some sort of sound effect to let me know, hey, you just unlocked an ability. A widget pops up saying, hey, check out that new ability. This is what it does. And again, if you do have a sound effect for it, I didn't hear it because all I hear is screams all the time. You know, and you have a lot of sound effects going, which is not bad. You know, when I'm picking up an item, I'm getting a bing, I'm getting screamed at by Ghost a bunch. So, you know, you can imagine it can be kind of hard to hear everything that's going on, especially like a little ding or something if I happen to get... Here we go. Oh yeah, we're moving and grooving now. But yeah, I think we need to bring down the sound effects, or you have a couple options with that. You could either, one, lessen the amount that they scream, but increase the volume of their scream. So like, it doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, I'm like, oh, you know, it really freaks me out. Oh, I did that way too late. Okay, we're going this way, going this way, going this way. I will say too, I feel like these are, like, I don't know how long this game actually takes to get through, and I feel like I'm using the abilities pretty regularly. I could definitely be using them more regularly than I am, but I mean, there are quite a few of these I gotta collect on each level, and I would prefer it to be like, I don't know, maybe even half of the amount that's here, so that I can move on and see more of your levels and get through it faster, get more abilities quicker, you know, because I've been playing your game for 19 minutes and 39 seconds, and I've only unlocked one new ability. You know, at this point, I feel like I should definitely have at least 2 new abilities, if not 3. I don't know how many abilities there are in the game total, but I feel like the progression is slow, and it's killing the momentum and fun of the game, is how I feel. See, I don't even know where he is, but I got a scream. So why am I screaming? If that is the scream of the guy, oh, I think he's stuck. Sucker. So we got a little stuck guy here. I don't know what happened there, but a little bug there. I don't know how he's stuck. But I just came upon him. Looks like he might be glitched into the wall, maybe. But yeah, we got a little stuck guy there. If that scream is coming from the guy that can always see me, then that definitely shouldn't happen. Like I said, I got a scream earlier, but there was no ghost around me. So if that scream is coming from him, I definitely wouldn't have that. Only when he sees you, not when, not just all the time or whatever. Oh, shit. I should have been checking the mini-map for him. Oh wait, I just noticed. It says 95%, 50%. So you might have a little glitch there. Uh-oh. We're gonna speed on through. Let's find these last ones. I want to make it past this level. This way. Here we go. Oh, they're on my ass. Ah! Oh, see, this is a dangerous area right here. This would be rough if I had any ghosts on me. Alright, get to the exit. Oh! Not today, buddy. But the thing, so now here, so far I've been able to find my way out pretty easily. So this is where I started. Here you might, I see him behind me. He was on me right there. Here we go. Oh, this is red. I can't get through there. Oh, I can't get it. What the heck? Oh, I didn't know I could do this. Where's it taking me? Oh. I did not know those were... Didn't that say that those were just closed? Yeah, closed. Okay. For sure, those... is that another step guy there? Nope. Ah, shit. Those portals, different color for sure. This whole time I thought that was the exit, and that was the closed portal. For sure needs to be like a yellow or a blue. Ah, that's it right there. I'm gonna get killed. Yep. Yeah. I was hoping to get through that, but I really have no idea where the exit is for that next area. So yeah, that tells me right there. He does not see me until just then, but yet I already had screaming in my ear, you know, stuff like that. Oh, I love that these guys follow you around. That reminds me of Paper Mario, big time. I love that. That's really cool. I love that a lot. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it there. That widget could definitely be animated. Instead of having it, I'm not sure what it is you have it doing there, but like it being doubled upon itself, it should definitely be fixed. The portals in that room should not be red, because I even read how to play, and I'm told that red portals are closed exits, so you can't go through them. And then I just so happen to touch it, and then I find out they're teleporters. So definitely change them to a different color, something a little bit more inviting, like either green or yellow or blue, to like signify that this is not a closed portal. You know, maybe if you added like a particle effect or something to kind of show me that it's different as well, I think would be really good. The enemy behavior seemed to work well. I had that on there. Everybody seemed to do what they were supposed to do. The blue guy was invisible until I got close, but he shot things at me. Excuse me. The yellow guy chased me, and then the orange guy would chase me too. Let's see exactly what the orange guy. Okay, so the orange guy was just on a specific path, but we seen that he got stuck. So you might want to figure out if it's a collision-based bug or something there. Never really saw a red guy. I wonder if I didn't make it far enough to find him. But like I said, I didn't even know where the exit was for that last part. And there's a lot going on, enemies. Did it feel? Does the difficulty feel fair? Was one of the questions. I want to say yeah, felt fine. But again, the length it took me, close to 20 minutes. And I did die once. I'll give you that. I did die once, so that's not dying isn't that big of a deal. If you die, you have to start over. But starting over from the beginning in a full-fledged game, that would be pretty wild. For a demo like this, I'll tell you what. If these levels were shorter, me starting over would not be that big of a deal. But the length of the levels feel way too long to give a punishment for dying, 5 times. Or you could at least give me a way to get more lives. Or maybe when I beat a level, I get my lives back. Something like that, just to kind of give them ability. Because if I make it all the way to the last level and I only have 1 life left, and then I get killed by, something, and then I have to start all the way over, that's going to be a major, major fun killer there, The HUD elements were fine. That the ability one, though, was broken. We saw there at the end. You might want to check that out because it said 95% out of 50%, so I was already over the 50%. But yeah, and then letting me know I got a new ability, how to use it. Those abilities definitely have to be explained in game. Besides this, how to play all this tech stuff. I mean, that's a major fun killer there. I'm immediately having to stop playing your game, or when I first start playing your game, my first 4 or 5 minutes is me just reading. Obviously, unless somebody's wanting to play like one of those book simulator games. I can't remember what they're called, but they're not here to read, they're here to just pick up your game. Very arcade like game too, like this. So definitely less reading for sure for an arcade game like this. I could see this being in an arcade, where I go up and I start playing the game. Well, there's not any arcade games where they're like, oh, hey, read this rule book before playing. You know what I mean? So this could definitely be set up in IPM, less text. The Pac-Man, has their different ghosts, but they all kind of do the same thing. So I'm not sure how to go about, because for the abilities, yeah, sure, explain them as they're being given to the player, and then the player can kind of do it on their own. How to go about explaining what all of the ghosts do, that is going to be a little bit more difficult because you can't have a bunch of text being like, here's a blue ghost, and this is what he does, and then an orange ghost turns the corner. It's like, oh, now here's an orange ghost. This is what he does. You probably could break it down, and that first level only has 1 ghost. Fine, give the player 1 ability and that 1 ghost. Now they have the sprint ability. They know how to use it, or the ghost trap. I think the ghost trap is way, way more better than any other ones, because I love being able to trap them. I like that one a lot. I would give them that one and then 1 ghost. Say hey, here's an ability. This is how you use it. Here's a ghost, and this is what he does. Next level, now you can introduce another ghost, the blue ghost. This is what, hey, watch out for this guy. He's invisible unless you're close to him, and he shoots projectiles at you. By the way, here's a sprint. You know what I mean? Do it stuff like that. You only have 4 ghosts, so that wouldn't be so hard to just add another ghost for every level. And just explain, hey, this is what he does, so watch out, on top of the other ghosts. And then, oh, hey, you just unlocked a new ability. Slow down. This is what it does. Spike traps, fire bar. We already talked about the conveyors. They function as they're supposed to, it seemed like, for me. Did it in the minimap help or hinder navigation? I think it definitely helped. It definitely was not in the way too much. Do enemy behaviors make sense? Yeah. I mean, the orange guy patrols a specific area and follows a set path. Pretty simple. Speeds up when the pink one speeds up when they see you. Easy, fine. The blue one I like a lot actually because it's definitely something different, something creative, where they uh then they pop out. That's a really like scary effect that I like there. Um, are there any confusing areas in the level? Kind of touched on that too. That last area was definitely confusing. Not knowing about the red portals, not being closed gates, but actually portals. That would have been really nice to know. And the last area I had no idea where the exit was. And I'm sure if I like go back and watch the video, might be able to see it on the mini map and be like, oh, there it is. But there was so much going on, and I was nervous about losing my lives and having to start over because I really didn't want to have to start over. I think you guys are close. I think you're really close on what you're going for. But there's a couple of things that need to be adjusted, like the sound, the spikes coming down a little bit faster, all that stuff. But I think what you're going for is almost there, and with a couple of fixes, I think this could be a really good game, really fun arcade style game. I could definitely see it. So, other than that, great job, guys. Look forward to seeing what you do here towards the end, towards our last couple of weeks here. So, good luck and great job.